Her mother is an actress, and her cousin holds the Guinness World Record as the most prolific female director in history. So it came as no surprise when Jesuda told her family that she wanted to get into the movie industry. In the 5 decades since, she's become one of the biggest stars in South India.
Award-winning actress Jaya Sudha Kapoor has been in over 350 films. She grew up in a well-known Hindu family. Her aunt, Vijay Nirmala, was a famous actress and director. Wanting to follow in her footsteps, Jaya Sudha made her film debut when she was 12 years old. While she has known great success, Jaya Sudha has also endured tremendous heartache. After the loss of her husband of 32 years and experiencing a freak accident that almost killed her, Jaya Sudha saw something that changed her life forever.
Well, Jaya Sudha is here with us now. We welcome you to the program. It's great to have you here.
Thank you, Terry.
You come from a family with an amazing history in the world of film and just show business. What made you want to go into it?
Well, I used to go with my aunt for shoots. I'm her favorite niece. So when I was, I think, around 8 or 9 years old, I went one of her movie shooting, and they asked me, do you want to dance? They were shooting a song. In India, we have most of our movies are with songs and dance, and I said, okay. And they played the music, and I started dancing. And I decided I wanted to be an actress.
How'd your mom and dad feel about that? Because your mom was in the business as well. Sometimes parents don't want their children to go into that.
That's correct. But my grandma, she convinced my father, and she said she's only 12 years old. And, you know, if you don't want, she can quit anytime.
Years later, after you'd been successful in the business, you married, and you're on your honeymoon, and you had a really incredible encounter that changed the course of your life. Tell us what happened to you.
Well, we went to a resort in Bangkok, Thailand, and I can't swim. I'm terrified of water. In spite of doing so many movies, but still, there's something which always keeps me away from the
Sure. Well, if
ocean.
you can't swim, it is frightening.
Right. And then we went to this resort, beach resort, and my husband said, let's go for rides, like jet ski, and there are so many. I said, I would like to watch because I'm not prepared. And so he took off, and he was taking all the rides, and he was really enjoying. And finally, towards the end of the day, he said, at least one ride, I want you to be with me. And I'm there, don't worry, everything will be all right. And that's how, I agreed. I didn't want to, it's a honeymoon,
Of course.
So I don't want to disappoint my husband. I said, okay, fine. As long as you take care of me, I'm good. And that's how we took off in a jet ski. But what happened, there was only one life jacket.
Oh, dear.
So we have 2 of us, because being Sunday, they ran out of life jacket. And so I didn't know, it didn't strike to my husband that I can't swim, that I'm the one supposed to wear the life jacket. But I did ask him. He said, maybe they may not agree if the person who's, riding the jet ski. And we took off. I closed my eyes. I didn't want to see the ocean. And maybe after a couple of minutes, I felt there was a very quiet, and I can hear the wind, kind of a terrifying sound, which I was not very comfortable.
Sure,
and
you're
my
going
husband
fast.
was going so fast, and I was losing my balance. So I was shouting because he couldn't hear. I said, I'm going to lose my balance. I think I'm going to fall. And he said, I can't hear you. And I lost my balance.
And into the water you went.
And before I could hit the water, I know that is the end of, because I can't swim, and it's the ocean. And I said, this is the last day. So naturally, yes,
So you're down there. Did you think you were going to die?
No, before I could hit the water, I thought I was going to die, and I cried out. I cried out, like, God save me. That's what I was. I could have
Yes.
called any of my
Hindu
God in
gods,
the Hindu
sure.
God at the time, because that's the God I know.
Yes.
And but the name, when I cried out, it was Jesus Christ. I said,
Wow.
Jesus Christ, and I hit the water. I started drowning, and I was trying to protect myself, and you know how you have to hold your breath,
Sure.
so that you don't.
I want to ask you this question because we're running short on time, but for a while, you didn't acknowledge Jesus. Then you had to tell your family, and then you had to tell your fans. Your culture is predominantly Hindu. How did people react to that?
Well, not very well. It didn't go well. I had my own struggles
Sure.
to convince my family. And my mom, being a Hindu, after my father passed away, she was living with us. And when I told her, I thought she will say something which will hurt me. And she said, I think he's been waiting for you.
Wow.
It's time for you to go.
The name of Jesus, when you're in a position where your life is threatened, he's there. He's with you. He was there for Jayasuda, and he's there for you. So call on the name of the Lord when you need him. Thank you for being with us today.